Until you control people, until you control women, they will control you. And when they control you, it's not you they are controlling, they are controlling your reality. And when you control people and women, you are controlling your reality. And it's a confirmation that you have freedom. Now, I'm not saying try to manipulate women, because again, that will obviously play against you and it will work against you. But again, controlling women and controlling people has everything to do with controlling your own reality. And that is your own definition of reality, which comes into you have to detach so that you can have a grounding state of being where you have to be at peace and let everything play out as it is playing out. For on the physical world, you can never control anything. Again, exactly. On the physical world, you can never control anything. Everything that is acting in ways that you don't like, just change the perception to find peace. And when you change the perception of every physical state of being and then you reinforce boundary, I can assure you that no woman can control you, because I can only control you if I can have or find a way to mess with your emotions. How will I mess with your emotions? You act in ways that communicate a specific perception of my reality. Now I am responding to either conform to my reality or to mess with your emotions, for that will cause a reaction. And when you have a reaction, that fulfills a specific deficit. I feel good because your reaction fulfilled my perception. But now it is toxic because you have to consistently react and always act in ways that will fulfill the perception of reality. And when you don't understand this, you will think, I have a problem. No, they just know you don't know how to deal with your emotions. You will overly react when they act in ways that moves you off center. The secret of detachment is you gain power to your own definition of reality. You let go things you can't control. You want to have a serious relationship that will lead to a marriage, but you can't push, you can't force. Maybe she doesn't want it seriously. Maybe she just wants to have fun. Maybe she's not willing to have a serious relationship with you. So you will try to act in ways that might give you a perception that she can see that you want to have a serious relationship with her. But she thinks you are pushing and forcing her, controlling her. You have power. Maybe you are benefiting from her and you are after her. And now she is agitated and now she will resent you. She doesn't want to get you because you are benefiting from her, and it's not about the relationship, and it's not benefiting both of you. And at this very moment, you are consistently hurting yourself. You are disappointed, right? Things are not working out for you, right? Why are you disappointed? You can't control the physical world. Now you are in a negative state of frequency consistently. You are hurting yourself and it's causing more attachment. One fact is, the lady who cheated on you, your ex, that was one thing, a blessing that happened to you. Like, it gives you a clear understanding that actually you have a problem. How so? When you are with someone who doesn't want to rush things, and then you act in ways to stabilize a relationship, to have a serious relationship with them, and then assume and act on perceptions, on a concept that is working and that is a serious relationship, and then you consistently invest financially, emotionally, psychologically, mentally, physically, everything in it, there is more energy. And you are using a lot of energy, giving it all to them. And they can feel like they are overloaded with a lot of energy. They can't deal with that. It's too much for them, too much pressure. She just wants to have fun. She doesn't want anything serious. She just wants fantasies. She doesn't want logic, and that is too much for her. Eventually, she will act in ways that will communicate she is not maybe interested, and now she will end up cheating. Yes. And then you will try to understand, but there is nothing to understand. As far as she is acting in ways that communicate she is not interested in having a serious relationship, even when you have a serious relationship with her, you have to fully accept that first, that you can't control the physical world. And the relationship that you're trying to build, it's supposed to be built by two people. We are building a foundation so that both of us can experience. But then you are acting as if that relationship matters so much to you, and maybe when she's around, you are benefiting from her. Act in ways that shows this relationship will work better for us if she also sees that it has a benefit on her. Yeah, this is somehow logic, and I'm not trying to be personal. At least today, I'm trying to be logic and not try to use the psychological word. Why? Most of the time, when you try to understand things psychologically, then you try to apply some energy. When you are dealing with a woman who is on a psychological world, it's not going to work. Because everything she understands, she will try to analyze it. When she will analyze it to her own perception of reality, and how that action that you have communicates a specific perception of her reality. And the perception of that reality is you are acting in ways that communicates and shows you do not care, you are toxic, you are narcissistic. And now you might be having a specific coping mechanism, Isaac, that is allowing you to deal with your own emotions and your own issues. But because she perceives everything in a negative state, she's not aware, because she is in the psychological world, so she is trying to analyze everything. She is in control of your own definition of reality, for you have to act in a certain way to deliver a specific definition of reality. And when it doesn't deliver that definition of reality, she will be disappointed and she will label you as narcissistic. You never responded to that text. You were so busy. Tomorrow you will call her and you will want to have a date with her. For yesterday you were busy. At least let me create time to have time with this lady. She won't understand it as caring, loving, and at least you are taking your time to prioritize her and maybe have a together time. She will understand it as you are trying to act in ways to be in control, to dominate her, and eventually she will label it as narcissistic. Not because you are narcissistic, but it's how she perceives your actions. And your action might be your own way of dealing with your own emotions, and that is a coping mechanism. But she understands it as you are controlling, you are narcissistic, and since she already has that mentality, my friend, it's not going to work. That is a danger zone. She needs to accept your state of being and see some humanity in you before you can have a relationship with her. If she doesn't see any humanity in you, that is when it has already collapsed. And she can stop having judgments by accepting that she also thinks that she is perfect and things need to be in a perfect state of being. And now that you have a specific state of being and it's maybe your coping mechanism, then that communicates you are not worthy, loving, and she might even end up rejecting you. When you have finally detached from her, the one advantage with you, Isaac, is she won't sway you. Like, you are aware that her action will affect you because that is who she is. But the other best way also to deal with these ladies is to walk away. Because until you heal and find yourself, find peace, it's not going to work. For there is a disadvantage to this. Every time you try to detach, and she is on the psychological world trying to understand everything, she will receive a specific energy that will signal her to act in ways that communicates a specific definition of her own reality. And now this will backfire because after detachment, you won't react in ways that will communicate you are also invested. And when she has a feeling that you are not invested, you are independent, and you can stand on your own feet, on your own legs, now it's affecting her because she feels as if she is losing you. It's as if she's losing you, and then she doesn't want you to act in ways that communicates you are okay on your own. For getting attached communicates there is security. But this is toxic because it will ruin you. And until you learn how to deal with that lady, you have to walk away and now heal first, find yourself first, and then ask yourself, am I willing to have a serious relationship with her? But again, you might walk away and maybe you might think that she will miss you. But after walking away, she will always find a way to persevere, because maybe she has a specific coping mechanism that gives her a specific perception of reality. It's your problem, she tried her best. Because labeling you in that manner allows her not to feel guilty. But it's all an illusion. That state of being one day will come down crashing, because she will consistently be living in an illusion, and maybe she will end up alone. And I promise you, she will end up alone until she learns that she has nowhere to fit, and her state of being has to be dealt with herself. So you wouldn't really understand, because she is in control of your own definition of reality. And until you are aware of that, Isaac, it's never going to work for you. Yes. Every time you have an argument with Hannah and then you have a disagreement with Hannah, Isaac, when she acts in ways that will influence you to react, instead of reacting, remind yourself that she has found a way. Again, she has found a way, Isaac. She has finally found a way to do what? To cause you, influence you, react in ways that communicates security to her own definition of safety. And that is just a trigger of your past. If you want that relationship to work, but then she acts in ways that shows the relationship is not working on your own terms, remind yourself, Isaac, remind yourself that is a trigger, and she has found a way to trigger you. That will allow you to get over yourself and not to do things in ways that communicates what? That communicates you are the one who is investing in that relationship, and she doesn't want a serious relationship. That will allow you to learn things in a different way, and eventually you will be better. And unless you learn how to deal with that, it will cause more harm. Okay? Are you a new member? Welcome on board. Let's enjoy. Thanks for always tuning in. And until next time, be safe, take care, and let's have peace.